The season of hidden gems is finally here, or at least that's what it says on the top of the today view. But if we scroll down just a little bit, turns out we're still in the Rising Hero events for another hour and 12 minutes. It's only 8:48 in the morning. But yeah, I'm really excited for this new season. We've got new events that sound really awesome, and something got added that's just really cool, and I can't wait to show you about it. But before we do that, I was actually sent a Uxie raid from Brandon Ton, so let's see what we get. Maybe we'll get a shiny one from him. It's not shiny, unfortunately, and a 1405, I don't think that's good. But on the upside, Uxie isn't very good, so it doesn't really matter. Thank you though, Brandon. And now we have a Mesprit raid all the way from Europe. Thank you, Randy, for the invite. Didn't know you were in Europe, but that's awesome. Well, let's see if we get a shiny of this one. It's not shiny. And a weather boosted 2140. I don't know if that's good. If it is, I'll show you. And now that we got those legendary checks out of the way, let's dive into some really cool news. Shadow Weavile. It's the #1 dark type attacker in all of Pokemon Go. Or at least it was. With the season of hidden gems, the brand new best dark type attacker in all of Pokemon Go is Shadow Tyranitar. Now you might be curious, why did Tyranitar take Shadow Weavile's place? Well, that's because they decided to give Tyranitar Brutal Swing. And with Bite and Brutal Swing, the amount of DPS you can get off on a Shadow Tyranitar is far higher than you can with a Shadow Weavile. And another really cool thing is that we are eventually going to be getting a Mega Tyranitar in the future, and a Mega Tyranitar with Bite and Brutal Swing is also an amazing dark type, and in fact, I think it's better than the Shadow, weirdly enough. And luckily for me, I've been working on a Shadow Tyranitar collection for quite some time just because I really like Tyranitar. I didn't know it was going to actually be useful in the future. So let's take a look at him real quick. We've got this guy right here. This is my best one. It is a 98%. And if we keep moving on, I've got myself a 96 right here. Another 96 that doesn't have 15 attack. I may end up replacing this one, but it is still really good. And then I've got this guy right here, which is, I believe, a 93, a 15, 12, 15. And if we keep moving on, we've got ourselves a 15, 11, 9. Not a big fan of this one, but we also got a 15, 9, 15. And we also got ourselves a 15, 12, 10. So as you can see, I've got some pretty good stuff here, but I've only maxed out 4 of them right now. And to be honest with you, I really want to get better ones instead of maxing out the ones I already have. So that's what we're going to focus on in today's video. And luckily for me, there's a Clifford right here. Or instead of it being lucky, I knew it was here and set up the shot here so I could pick him up. But anyways, let's beat him up. Hopefully he will give us a good IV, and who knows, we might even get a good IV shiny shadow form of it. And I have no idea how many cliffs are out today, so this might be a shorter video, or maybe we'll be lucky and they'll be everywhere. We'll see what happens. And now we've defeated our first cliff of the video. Hopefully he will give us a shiny shadow. But before we check this thing, I do want to mention the reason why I haven't given Brutal Swing to some of my Pokemon as of right now is because I can't actually do that until about, I want to say, 10 a.m. Niantic time in California. And seeing that it's not even 10 a.m. here in Florida, it's going to be a little while before I can actually apply the moves to these Tyranitars. But we can still check these shiny shadows. Haha! It's not shiny, and it's not, unfortunately, that good. We want a 236, that is the hundo for the non-weather boosted, I believe. And I believe 386 is the hundo for the weather boosted version. So maybe we'll get lucky and get some weather boosted ones, or maybe we'll get a shiny shadow, and hopefully we'll get some good IVs today. Looks like we got another cliff here, but before we click on him, I mean, we got an Aggron here. Might as well check it. It's not shiny, unfortunately. That would have been really cool to run into. But we'll definitely catch him because of the dust. I mean, it is a 3rd stage evolution, so it definitely makes sense to do so. And here we have our second cliff check. Come on, shiny shadow. No, and a 211. Just one better than the last one, and we already knew that last one wasn't very good. Cliff number 3, I already know it. You're gonna give me something good here, right? It's not shiny. Never mind. My goodness. 201, we have moved down. Wonderful. And now it's officially 10 a.m., which means we are in the season of hidden gems. So hopefully this Larvitar will be a hidden gem right here. It's not shiny, and it's terrible. Okay, maybe I should start using reverse psychology on these things. Here is our 5th Clifford. Come on, Cliff, please. No. It's bad still. On the upside, they are decently common today, at least right here. We'll see what they're like in other places, but in the downtown area, we've been seeing quite a few. Now, I did forget to mention something real quick here, is that you really should be going for these Cliffords if you get radars. By the end of this month, I believe there is a Team Go Rocket Takeover event, and when that happens, more than likely the leaders are going to have their Pokemon switched out. And unless they put Larvitar into 1-star raids, which they might do for shadow raids, there's a decent chance that this thing might be gone for a little while. So it is worth it. If you do get yourself a radar, whether you buy them or put them together, it is worth going for as many cliffs as you can find. Because you might get a shiny shadow, and that'd be pretty cool, or at least a good one. And this is neither, but that's the gamble. You might get something amazing, or you might get something that's kind of trash. Cliff lucky number 7 right here. Come on, buddy. It's not a shiny shadow, and I guess it's slightly better, 213. I want to see something in the 30s today. That's my big goal. All right, Ocho, I need you to be better for me. Please be better. It's not shiny. Oh, well, I said 230, and there it is. Now, this is, again, like 6 off the hundos. I don't think it's going to be incredible, but this is far better than anything we've seen all day today, so hopefully it'll have 15 attack. That's the big hope. And there we go. We have caught it. Let's see what a 230 gives us. Come on, big money, no whammies. Oh, of course. 14, 14, 14. Too bad that wasn't shiny. We could have instantaneously purified it, and I would have. And honestly, I think this is my second Larvitar that's like this. But still still, really good IVs, all things considered. If you don't do these too often and you get one of these, I would evolve and power it up. And the incense provides with our first shiny of this new season. We got a Pikachu, 724. I don't think that's a good CP from what I remember, but in the end of the day, I don't care. We got our shiny, so that's kind of cool. And if it does end up being really good, I'm probably going to keep it as a Pikachu because it does have a Gigantamax in the future. So let's take a look at this thing, a 724. Yeah, not that great. It is a, I want to say 8, 9, 10 magic. Alrighty, number 9, I need you to be like that last one. At least be shiny and purifiable into a Shundo, or not shiny but with really good IVs. This one is not shiny and not good IVs. Alright, so it did neither. The new season spawns have been pretty good. I got a Blaziken off my instance. As you can see, there's a Drapion right here and a Galarian Stunfisk with a boosted shiny rate. Sadly, this isn't it. But having a low level like this one's actually really good for small cups. If you guys like to PvP, small cup Galarian Stunfisks are ridiculously good. But let's see if this one is actually kind of good. It's kinda actually. We have now officially entered the double digits, but will we be rewarded with something cool? It's not shiny, and man, let me tell you, those IVs aren't cool either. We are making some good progress today. This is number 11, and I've only been out here for like a little over an hour. I'd say like an hour 45 for sure. So let's see this one. It's not a shiny Shadow. It's not good either, but I'm not really that bothered, you know? We're still having a great time out here. I'm seeing a lot of cliffs. Hopefully this persists, obviously, but if not, at least we put in a solid effort. Number 12. Please number 12 be shiny. It's not, and it's a 204. And here's lucky number 13. Come on, 13. Not lucky enough to be shiny and not lucky enough to have good IVs. Took a little while to find this one, but here is number 14, and it's not a shiny Shadow, and it's a 216. Really, not exactly the best IVs. I'm hopeful that we'll be able to find a few more in this area. We've left the more populated area, but there's a decent cluster coming up, so hopefully there'll be a cliff somewhere in there. And here's cliff number 15. It has taken a while to find this guy. A lot of the stops have no leaders whatsoever, but this one didn't have a shiny and a 195. Cool. All that time for that. Wonderful. And now it's starting to rain. This is not great. I'm thinking this might be the last leader we do for a little bit, but let's see what happens. This one is not a shiny Shadow and a 212. Oh well, it is what it is. I'm thinking I'm gonna watch that new Spider-Man movie, Into the Spider-Verse. I think it'll be kind of fun. Or maybe it's called Across the Spider-Verse. But anyways, I'm excited to see it. Hopefully it's good, and hopefully by the time we're done with all of that, the rain will be gone. Well, that was actually a really good movie. If you like Spider-Man and you really liked the first movie, this second one is really good. I would definitely recommend seeing it, 10 out of 10. But now that we've seen that movie, I did a couple more Larvitars with Tommy and a few other people. We managed to do 7 more. Unfortunately, none of these are really that great. We've got a few weather boosted ones, which is nice, but here you go. This is every single one of them. Sadly, none of these are really all that spectacular, especially this last one. But nonetheless, we gave it a solid attempt. And now we can officially give Tyranitar Brutal Swing. I've already done it to a few of them, but this is my 98, so let's do it right now. I'm gonna go to items, we're gonna go to charge TMs, and hopefully we'll get it right away, but sometimes it takes a little bit. Well, never mind, we got it. Brutal Swing right away. Again, with Bite and Brutal Swing, this has now become the #1 dark type in all of Pokemon Go. I highly recommend you guys go for these while they're still around, because again, they might not show up in raids at any point anytime soon, and Cliff is probably not gonna have it for much longer. By the end of this month, there is another Team Go Rocket takeover, so we might lose out on Larvitar for a while. But now that we've done all those encounters, I'm gonna take you back in time to show you some more wins that we got. It's Regigigas Raid Hour, and we just brought one down here. Now, assuming that it's very cloudy and windy, we probably don't have partially cloudy weather, so we're gonna want a 2483. This one is a 2402, so not even close. But since we're doing these in person, we might get ourselves a rare XL candy, which would be great, but we didn't. All right. Well, in the very least, hopefully we'll get a blue one so we can catch it fast. We don't. Neat. Well, raid number 1's not so great. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is down, and I'm hoping we get something a little bit better, because that was pretty bad for the first one. All right, 2419. It's a little better. And for the items, we got a rare XL. There we go. Okay, so this raid's pretty decent, but will it be a beautiful blue color? It will not be. Okay. Number 3 is a 2420. All right, well, we're moving up at least. But will we get another rare XL candy? We will not, apparently. That's fine. They're supposed to be rare, makes sense, but will we get ourselves a blue one? But somebody told me it looked purple. Let me know in the comments down below. Does shiny Regigigas look blue or purple? I'd love to know your opinion. But this one is the shiny. I'm not gonna sway how you feel. I wanna say what I feel, but you know what? We're gonna wait until those comments get filled up with the answer. But yeah, let us know. Do you think it looks like a blue or a purple? And here is raid number 4. Hopefully this one will be better like the last one and also shiny like the last one. We got a 2430. All right, we're just slowly moving up. Do we get a good item in this one? We do not, unfortunately. And weirdly enough, I didn't get any in-person things and I was in person. Anyways, maybe, no, I didn't remote it. I'm literally standing here. Anywho, This is, oh, back-to-back shinies. All right, 2430. All right, here comes number 4 or 5. It's a 2415. This is not great, but let's just keep cycling through. Oh, 2 rare XL candies. All right, let's go. Well, let's see if we get 3 shinies in a row. That would be pretty cool, right? It's not. Okay, that's fine. We don't need a ton of these. Number 6. How exciting. Hopefully this one will be slightly better. It's a, ooh, 2473. Okay, that is better. And item-wise, we get ourselves nothing too crazy. That's fine. At least the IVs are good, but will it be a shiny? Let's get our 3rd one. That'd be cool, right? It's not shiny. That's fine. Now we've got ourselves a 2426, and this might be the last one, so that's exciting. But let's just take a look and see if we got nothing too crazy there. But will we at least get a shiny? We do not. Oh well. So yeah, we've had some pretty decent wins. 2 shiny Regigigases and 3 XL rare candies, which is just phenomenal. And we had a decent hunt today. We got ourselves a shiny, and we got a decent enough Shadow Larvitar. I don't think I'm really gonna use that one, the 14, but still cool. And while I was heading over to the gym, I did get a tiny shiny. We got a tiny shiny Starly, which is really cool. The IVs were terrible, but still cool to see that. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video, and also let me know in the comments down below. Are you gonna be grinding for that Shadow Larvitar? And if you're really enjoying the content and you wanna see even more of it, I highly suggest this video right over here. But with that being said, I hope to see you in the next one.